What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Zero Thoughts. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Let's Play Perfectionism. And before we get into today's topic, I do want to say that this topic was brought up in a friend of mine's videos, reminded me that I've been meaning to talk about it for a while, so I do want to give him a shout out. His name is Justin, or Zoomzyke. He does a lot of videos that are similar in theme to Zero Thought, but they have a lot better production quality, so definitely be sure to check him out. His link will be in the description below. So, let's play perfectionism. Let's start off by defining what exactly do I mean by let's play perfectionism. To me, let's play perfectionism is the concept of feeling that you absolutely have to have the highest possible quality let's play for a particular game. And that could be for any reason. It could be that it's new and you want to make sure you have, the best let's play for this game at this moment so that you can get the biggest traction, take advantage of all the hype for the game's release. It could be that you absolutely love a game and you don't want to do it a disservice. And the latter, I would say, is probably more in tune with what I'm thinking, and that's, well, more so what I've dealt with in the past. And it's both a good thing and a bad thing, in my opinion. It's something that pushes you to do really well, to create a really high-quality product in the end. Yet at the same time, it can hinder you. It can keep you from doing what you care most about doing, right? It can keep you from playing the games that you care about the most, that you enjoy the most, that you want to share experiences with the most, that you want to help other people or encourage other people to get into the most. And so it can actually be a pretty restrictive process, and that's been my experience with it. My first few years, I played a lot of games that I had, the capability to record, of course, and I acknowledged that I was, growing, I was learning a lot, I was getting a lot more comfortable, and I was evolving as a person as I was going through these Let's Plays. And so I had this weird balance where I wanted to play games that I was the most eager to play, but at the same time I didn't want to play the games that I was most eager to play, the games that I liked the most, because I didn't want to disservice them by Let's Playing them when it was so early in my YouTube career, per se. And ironically, you would imagine that the best Let's Plays, the ones that make you feel the most comfortable, the most personal, are of the games that you care the most about. So it's this sort of catch-22-ish situation that I feel like a lot of people fall into. And some people might be aware of it, some people might not. And if you have a YouTube channel, per se, and you're listening to this, I know not a lot of you do YouTube videos and such, but you might not even realize you're kind of caught in this vortex. You're thinking, oh, I can learn this skill, I can get this equipment, and I can start to record this console, but the first time I tried recording on this console, I don't know if I want it to be this game that I really like on this console, because it's my first time recording on this console. And then you spend so much time learning new techniques, getting more equipment, practicing, and then convincing yourself you still need to do more to really create a good enough product, to really do service to this game that you really enjoy, that you really like, and so that you can get as many people that watch it to also appreciate the game just like you do. And in the end, you never end up doing it. The first game that I really felt this strongly about and decided Let's Play was actually Luigi's Mansion. And that's because it was the game that got me into Let's Playing in general. It was one of my favorite games of the GameCube, one of the favorite games of my childhood, and it's still one of my favorite games today. And I really wanted to Let's Play it so badly, but I've seen a few Let's Plays of the game, and I've enjoyed them quite a bit. People have had different stats and ways to track, and all the gold and everything, and it was all just so cool. So many cool graphics, and getting good at Photoshop, hiring artists, right? Getting really good at editing and all that stuff. I just wasn't good at it at that time, but at the same time, I wanted to play some of my favorite games, and I tried to find, ways to make it special. I did a, 100% completion run. You get every bit of gold, gold portraits. It's a really great Let's Play, in my opinion. The last episode has some really interesting face cam stuff, and I do think I, really did the game service. Could I have done more? Yeah, probably. My rendering settings weren't the best, my laptop wasn't the best, so I'm sure that my recording could be higher quality, it could be crisper, I could have a cooler outro, per se, I could have an animation intro for Midnight Zero, which I've been thinking of since literally the day I started my YouTube channel, where Zero just kind of drops in on the screen and then slashes across horizontally, and then it's Midnight Zero. And lasts all of 4 or 5 seconds, then it gets into the video. But at the end of the day, I had to draw a line. I had to cut the balance and say, you know what, I'd rather just enjoy this game and have people enjoy it with me if they can, is, that extra little bit of production quality really going to make that much of a difference to people? Is it really worth waiting? Is it really worth putting off? And I ended up deciding to go through the Let's Play, and it's honestly one of my favorite Let's Plays I've done. I really, really enjoyed it. And you would think that after that I really kind of overcame this problem, but it's still something I'm struggling with. There's some of my favorite games of all time that I just have been struggling to get to because I don't know the best way, or the way that I think will provide, the best quality experience to people that watch it. For some of my favorite games, like Catherine, or Mega Man Battle Network 4, Red Sun, like games that are near and dear to me, but I just haven't gotten around to because I'm not 100% confident that I'll actually be able to make the Let's Play that I really want it to be, and I'll be disappointed in it. And it's really sad to see something you care about so much disappoint you, even though you can rationally look at it and say, this is still a high quality product, this is still something people will enjoy, but it's just not good enough for you. And it really takes a lot of mental strength. It really takes a lot of stepping back and really just reevaluating, why are you making these Let's Plays? Why are you trying to share these experiences with people? Why are you trying to form a community about around your game, right? And really sinking, a lot of that passion into the game. And of course, there are certain things that come up, right? Like, I was planning on Let's Playing Catherine sometime soon, but now that there's a remake coming out, I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to want to Let's Play, or if I'm going to want to play the original, or how I'm going to integrate the two, if that's something I end up doing. And so, of course, that, always throws a little, wrench in the plan. But, yeah, if you guys have any thoughts on it, let me know. Please do share. If you guys have experienced something similar, I'd imagine, this is not restricted to YouTube, right? There are a lot of aspects of life where you have some ability to create something, and it's, the end quality of that product is almost 100% dependent on your own skill, your own techniques, your own abilities at that time. And you have a lot of pressure on yourself, from yourself, to create the highest possible quality product at that time. And I don't know, this could be probably anything art-wise, I'd imagine. I experience something similar when I draw, right? I'm not, great at drawing, I'm pretty good, but a lot of times when I start drawing in a new style or something like that, I'm very reluctant to draw my favorite characters that are, like from that style per se, because I'm afraid of being disappointed with it. I'm afraid of doing a disservice to my favorite character, so I'll start by drawing characters I don't really care as much about, but then that makes drawing less fun. So it's something that I think really comes with almost any creative process, and really just anything where you are creating yourself and you're emotionally invested in the product you're creating. So if you guys have similar experiences, now that you think back on it, you're like, oh, I really did deal with something like that. I really did have an experience like this. Do share in the comment section below. Let me know what you did to potentially get past it, because it is a bit of a mental block, and I'm still struggling with it today. Even though I feel like I've improved, I'm still working on it. So any help would be appreciated. And I hope if you haven't thought of this or hadn't thought of it, maybe take a step back and look and see where this might show up in aspects of your life, and hopefully we can work through it together. But anyways, that's all I got for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed listening, and I'll see you guys in the next Zero Thought. But until then, this has been Night Zero, and this mission is complete.